let's look at machine accounts in the project. And we'll begin by walking through the steps for you as PI to request a machine account in your project. So to do that, you're going to go to Login Accounts and Request Login Account. Now type the project code, so TX100. Select that project from the drop-down list and choose Next. Most projects will have access to only one machine, and so you can just click Next. If your project has access to multiple machines, you will have to request a machine account for each of them. So now I'm ready to request the account. Now I'm going to type in the username I wish to use. I'm going to accept the terms and conditions of access. I'm going to browse to my SSH public key, and then I'm ready to click Request. My request has been submitted, and if I now look under my login accounts, you'll see that that account exists. That's because I am the PI of this project, so it's auto-approved. Whenever you see a bell symbol beside any of the menus, that is safe telling you that there is something that requires action under that menu. So let's have a look at the Projects menu, and we'll see that there is a request in place for TX100. Let's have a look and see what's there. So what we can see is that someone else has also applied to join this project. Bob Bloggs has applied for username bblogs on Archer 2 in this TX100 project. Their request has not been auto-approved because they're not a PI of the project. But we can now decide whether to accept or reject that request as the PI. So we click on Accept/Reject. We can now see this person's details, and we can decide whether to accept or reject them. So we'll go ahead and approve this account request. So the new project user has been accepted, and their account will now be set up in our project. Let's go back to the project, and we should be able to see those two new accounts, the one we requested and the one requested by Bob, which we just approved. So under Projects, we'll go to Project TX100. And if we scroll down now and have a look at Project Accounts, here we can see that two project accounts now exist in TX100. The first belongs to me, and it shows that I have the role of manager in the project, and I have a machine account set up. And Bob Bloggs has also got a machine account set up. The status at the moment is pending. This means that tickets have been raised on machine, and as soon as they have been processed, that will change to active, and that machine account will then be ready for use. You'll see that my Login Accounts menu also has an alert beside it for the new account I just created. When I go to that entry, I can see the warning that is causing the alert. An MFA token must be set to log in to this account. I can set the MFA token by clicking Set MFA Token. So now I can use my preferred authenticator app to scan the QR code. I will type in the 6-digit code that is generated to confirm and set up the TOTP MFA authentication. And once that's done, I'll be able to log in to the machine using my newly set up credentials. Bob will have requested their account in exactly the same way that I requested mine. But there is another way that you can invite people to join your project. You should never set up an account on their behalf. Every user must have their own Safe account and request their own machine account, but you can send them an invite. On the project page, scroll down and choose Invite Member. In the email box, type in the email address of the person that you want to join your project. If they've already got a Safe account, it will appear in the drop-down list. Make sure the correct machine is selected and then choose Next. Type in the username that you would like them to be using in your project. And then send them a message letting them know why you're inviting them. When you click Send, this message will be sent to them, and when they log into Safe, they will be able to accept the request. And because you've already invited them, you will not need to approve their machine account. It will be set up automatically. If we now go back to look at the project and scroll down, we can see any pending account invitations that have not yet been accepted.